Welcome to the YWCA's Empowering Leaders video series. My name is Christina Johnson. I'm the Director of Marketing Relationships at the YWCA. Joining me here today is Corinna Ladd. She's the Regional President of the Northern Indiana for PNC Bank. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
As an empowering leader, can you share some of the activities you've been involved in?
Sure. My community involvement has really been guided by my appreciation for the relationships in my life, and that has kind of led me typically to the human services organizations where I've decided to kind of spend my time and energy. And so I've always kind of been drawn to those that are helping people. And early on in my career, in my adult life, I joined an organization called the Active 2030 Club. And there was a chapter here in Fort Wayne that was just getting started. And that is an organization that's made up of groups in their 20s and 30s. It's a national organization with chapters in different cities, but made up of individuals in their 20s and 30s that are really kind of emerging leaders. That organization focused on helping the underserved children in the community through fundraising activities and hands-on activities. In that organization, I served 2 terms as president of the local chapter, and I attended some national conventions. And I really think that was a great experience for me to understand what it means to be part of a board of a not-for-profit philanthropic organization and what that work meant and how to do it. So it was kind of a springboard then for me, if you will, into some of the other work that I've done. Upon leaving the Active 2030 Club, soon, I think when I aged out, I joined the board of Big Brothers Big Sisters, and I was introduced to that organization through the Active 2030 Club. And so on the board of Big Brothers Big Sisters, I served a couple of lead roles. I chaired the finance committee and then the governance committee. But one of the most important things that I did there was I started a new fundraising event for the organization that was really geared towards women. They had thought most of the events up to that point had been geared towards men, and we felt like, oh, we're missing this whole demographic of people, women that obviously have purse strings too. So, or maybe control some of them in their household. So we started an event 11 years ago, just kind of focused on women. It's been a really successful event. So that's probably one of my proudest things that I've done there and the work that I've done. And then from there I termed out. They had term limits, and so I had to find something else to do. And I have become pretty familiar with the Turnstone organization, which is a local organization that addresses the needs of individuals with physical disabilities in our community. And there I've served as the chair of the finance committee and now chair of the development committee. But I feel like it's really powerful when you see individuals overcoming those challenges, and it's so inspiring. And so I found that work to be really rewarding for me. I will say we start each board meeting with a mission moment, and that's really hearing firsthand from somebody that has benefited from the services of the organization. If you're not inspired to do some work after hearing those stories, I don't know what's going to inspire you. So I'm just really excited to be doing that work currently. I would also say that over the past couple of years, I've been very involved in an early learning committee. This was the committee was born out of a local economic development organization. And I co-chair that committee with someone that I've really come to like and enjoy. And I'm just so happy that we work so well together so we can maybe start to move the needle on the initiatives of that group, which are really working towards providing access to affordable, high-quality early learning centers for the 0 to age 5, so that we can really get those children ready for success in school and life. And there's a lot of work to do here in Indiana, and particularly in our region. So we're working on that group. And last November, we hosted an early learning summit that drew nearly 450 attendees, and it was proud moment because we were really trying to drive business leaders to that summit, so that we're educating the business leaders on why this is such an important topic for them as well within their own organizations. And so that work then really aligns pretty nicely with an initiative at PNC, which is our Grow Upgrade initiative, that is focused on helping prepare children from birth to age 5 for success in school life. So that's some of the things I'm involved in, have been involved in, and I'm involved in currently.
I don't know when you sleep. Why is it important for Northeast Indiana to have empowering leaders?
Well, I think we all want to live in a prospering community. A well-structured, productive, and healthy community brings out the best in people. And when we inspire people to work together, we learn how to do things better. We can come together and solve problems, and then we get those people who kind of give their energy and their talent and their financial resources to move this needle on something that they're really passionate about. It just creates a better place for everybody to live and work. And strong communities are not only good for people, they're good for business. And companies are seeing a tremendous value when they're investing in their communities. And that's certainly true here in Fort Wayne. We get happier customers, they stick around longer, and the circle can continue, right? And we can really kind of just come together to help those that need a little bit of a helping hand. I think seeing the increased focus on the community involvement across different industries is also phenomenal. We have a lot of organizations coming together from different backgrounds, or that in their work they have different goals, but when we can come together for a common goal, and that happens across the industry, I think we're all in a better place. And most importantly, I would challenge each of us to stand ready to listen and to help and care, because that's going to make everybody, it's going to provide a better community for everybody to live in. The practice of being a community leader and bringing together leaders of a community can be physically and mentally exhausting sometimes, but ultimately it's rewarding. And when it's done well, you can really see remarkable things happen and remarkable people empowered.
Well, thank you for being an empowering leader. I mean, it's just remarkable, everything that you've contributed. You're truly an asset to our community.
Thank you. Thank you for being